his own shots.
We've talked about Shawn Porter stepping down in weight. This is his second fight at welterweight, and this seems to be the right weight for him. But this is also the first fight he's had in quite a while in 8-ounce gloves, he told us.
Yeah, there was a little discrepancy about that because in Oklahoma apparently the rules are a little different, and I think they're wearing 10s actually, from what
it appears.
Yeah, and from what we were told just before the fight by Ken Porter.
So maybe not 8-ounce gloves then.
I think they're 10s, and I think he was frustrated by that. He wanted 8s.
It doesn't seem to be affecting his punching. Not at all.
You get the impression he could use bare fists and he wouldn't put a dent in Munoz.
And you can see Munoz just keeps coming forward no matter what Porter throws at him. Combination after combination, punch after punch, connection after connection. Doesn't slow Munoz down at all.
Kurt, Porter's been pretty accurate with his punches. I think maybe one of the reasons, you know, he actually hits the pads of his dad blindfolded. I'd never heard of that before. His dad told us that yesterday in the fighter meeting.
How do you know where they are?
He develops a sense. That's the idea, I guess. I don't know.
He has been on the mark thus far through 3+ rounds of this fight. Midway through the 4th. And you see every now and then Munoz catches him with a left hand, a left jab. Just enough to keep him honest. But Munoz caught by a left hook in the process of coming forward that time. And the pace of this fight has slowed down quite a bit from the first 3 rounds.
It's almost as if Shawn Porter has resigned himself to the fact that he's not going to get an early round knockout.
Got him low on the leg.
And that's the way Munoz wanted to fight. He felt that if he could get through the first 3 rounds that Porter would be too aggressive and slow down for the second half of the fight. Another good combination from Porter.
And Kurt, you know, going 10 for the first time is such a valuable thing because Shawn Porter went a hard 10 with Ray Robinson. He knows now that he could fight this kind of fight against Munoz for 10 if he has to and still be punching in the 10th round with high energy.
It's just the volume of punching you wonder at some point that might wear himself out. I mean, he has thrown a lot of punches in the early going of this fight, and it seems as though in this 4th round he's slowed down, even though he's still connecting when he does throw.
And he does a lot of moving also, a lot of bouncing.
A lot of bouncing. Never in one spot. I don't think Munoz is tired at all.
What he's trying to do, he's trying to capitalize on your aggression. He's trying to capitalize on your aggression. I want you to keep throwing more defense on his ass, okay?
I think I'll get him tired.
Keep using that jab. You know what? I want you to start using that jab a little more because out of that jab, everything's coming out. Nice. But you're not using it enough. You're not using it enough.
I will, sir.
Eh? These rounds are...
And then I cut him off.
Yeah, cut him out. You gotta let go when you cut off.
Yes, cut him off.
Muévete la derecha y suelta la pinche derecha.
Yes, sir.
Suéltala de ahí.
Love you, Dad. Love you, Mom. Grandma.
Dale. Para soltar la derecha, Órale.
Ready for the 5th round here in Miami, Oklahoma. Kurt Menefee along with Steve Farhood. Shawn Porter in the black and gold trunks has been in control from the opening bell. I think according to most scorecards, easily winning the first 4 rounds against Hector Munoz.
No doubt, 40-36 on my card for Porter. Ken Porter, Shawn's dad, was screaming at him in the corner for letting Munoz get close. He wants distance from Shawn Porter. He wants distance from his son. Nice left hook there. And Porter, 4 times has gone 5 or more. He's undefeated. Munoz, a little more experienced, but has lost a couple of times when he's gone past 5.
Let me ask you, there's a nasty cut over the right ear of Munoz. It's actually right near the top of his head, and it's bleeding profusely. Porter wanting to work that with his left hand.
Did you bring those goggles, Kurt, so we don't get the blood on us?
I may borrow the umbrella from you.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
time. Give me time.
Let's see what happens here.
Absolutely.
Come here. Shawn, over here.
I believe Gary Ritter, our referee,
Got an accidental headbutt.
going to have him checked out.
No. Shawn, over here. Okay, very good.
Wow.
Okay.
Ring doctor
Time
saying it's
in.
not a big deal.
It's because it's not his head.
Well, the head does bleed a lot more than other parts of the body, but when he keeps taking shots like this, it may be reason to stop this fight early. And remember, after 4 rounds, it goes to the cards.
Yeah, and the referee, Gary Ritter, explicitly said headbutt.
And he's taking punishment is Munoz, but he's still fighting back. Bleeding and all. Porter trying to finish him off. Another minute and a half to go. Munoz saying, bring it on. The blood trickling down his face. And Porter's doing just that. Bringing it on. You can see the blood just dripping down Munoz's head.
Off the backhand.
Still a minute plus to go in this 5th round.
But that doctor seemed a little cavalier.
Absolutely.
I don't care whether the blood's going in his eye or not. It's just pouring out.
It's like a faucet. It's not trickling, it's pouring. There's still a long way to go in this 5th round as well.
Watch your hands.
And no surprise that it was a butt, Kurt, because anytime a cut is along the hairline like that or the scalp, 99% it's caused by a butt.
And it's literally an open wound. I mean, you can see it gaped open from where we are. I'd be surprised if they make it through another round, if they don't stop this, if not before the end of the round, between rounds, for Munoz's safety, because he's a guy that won't stop.
He's bled before. He's fought with a broken eardrum, but I don't think he's ever fought with this kind of blood.
And he's still coming, saying, bring it on. He's got a lot of heart. Hasn't been in any round. The headbutt cut him open, and he's bleeding profusely and still fighting. Let's see what they decide between rounds here.
Here you go, Jerry.
Hector. Start control, okay? Stay in control. I want you to stay in control, okay? Keep using.
And we're going to catch the butt. Good work by our guys. Bang right there. And you know, that's the luck of the game. I mean, it easily could have been Porter who got cut. It wasn't. It was Munoz. But referee Ritter correct in ruling that a butt. And then Porter landed actually the biggest shots yet of the fight after that cut. He got a little excited. He started digging heavy. He landed some right hands, straight flush shots. And Munoz just loves it. Look, he's still saying hello to everybody.
He's a tough son of a gun, isn't he? And they don't stop the fight. They let it continue.
Hang on.
Fight! Munoz cleaned up and ready to go for round 6.
And Kurt, just an observation here. You got to love boxing. You got one guy who's got a tattoo of a gun on his back, and you got another guy who's got scripture on the back of his trunks.
Another headbutt. Munoz is complaining. And it opens that wound up again. And the blood begins to drip, drip, drip. And now it's starting to pour.
Well, Munoz could have undergone surgery in the 1 minute rest period. It wasn't going to stop the blood, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they've got the coagulant on it, but it's not doing anything.
Now, because if this fight is stopped,
Stop.
because
Give me time. Give me time. Come here. Come here.
well, as I say this, the referee's just wiping off excess Vaseline.
Okay, turn around.
But the butt rule is very simple. If there's an unintentional butt and it brings a stoppage of the fight, if it's after 4 rounds, we go to the cards. If it's before the end of 4, it's a no decision. So this would be a decision, a technical decision, should the fight be stopped because of the blood.
And that happened 3 fights ago when it was stopped in the 2nd round against Irving Garcia from Munoz. Another accidental headbutt, and it was called a technical draw.
Now, Kurt, it seems to me, looking at that blood, that it's going into his eye.
Yeah.
I don't think he cares. Do you?
I don't think it's the first time it's happened for him either. He's used to fighting like this, but it's just pouring. I mean, it really is. He's just dripping down, whether it's going into his eye or not. And Porter, I think, is actually having some mercy on him, working the body right now, instead of attacking that wound. Hitting him on the left side of the head now with the right hand, working the uppercut. Good left hand by Porter. You can see Munoz trying to wipe the blood from his eye. He still comes forward. Good combination.
This is getting ugly, Kurt. And the reason I say that is not just the blood, but Munoz, you know he's not going to quit. Look at him throwing shots.
Absolutely.
But there's nothing on those shots. All he is tough. He's no threat.
I don't see the need to continue this fight, really. Well, maybe Munoz does. He's still going.
And he's going to win over the crowd because he's still here and he's still walking forward.
But he has no chance of winning this fight unless he gets a knockout. He's lost every single round. He's bleeding profusely because of the headbutt over the last two. And at some point, you have to do it sometimes to save a fighter from himself.
Great point. Very true.
But Munoz makes it to the end of the 6th round.